Lowkey and Monee, the bad.
You know you the baddest, baby.
Hey guys, it's India Monee. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel, and welcome to my first live in-person Insecure review. This may be the only on-camera review y'all get because listen, I work, okay? I work from home, but I have to be up at 5 a.m. and Insecure comes on too late, and then editing takes a long time, so that's why it's a podcast. So I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. But since it's Memorial Day weekend, I came on camera because you guys were asking for it. If you want to see me on camera, please subscribe to my channel and watch all my other videos, and more is coming soon. So this episode was called Lowkey Trippin, and it was Molly's episode, and honestly I wasn't too excited about this episode to begin with, but it honestly was an okay episode. It wasn't like 2 episodes ago when we had all the action packs, but it gave us a little bit more action in the last episode, I feel. What did you guys think about this episode? I thought it was okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'll give it about a 6. Like it wasn't horrible, you know? So I have notes written on my phone, and so usually I just read it off, so I'm just gonna read it off here. Okay, so in the beginning of the episode, we see Molly's perspective of Issa and her, like, you know, ended up at the same restaurant, and Molly go ahead and fake like she didn't see Issa and on her phone and stuff, and then Issa leaves, and then she's so shocked that Issa left. Like, why are you so shocked? Why are you so shocked that she left when you act like she didn't want to see her? If you really want to see Issa, if you really want to talk to her, you would have been like looking at her dead in the face, tell her to come and let's talk or something, but she wasn't that interested. You could even left your seat and ran outside, but she didn't do that either. So sis, why are you so pressed? Why are you so mad? Tripping. You were tripping. So at the beginning of the episode, when Molly and Andrew were like heading to their trip, first of all, Kim Fields was in this episode, and I love that Issa is really showing our old aunties and people from back in the day that we used to love on regular TV. Like, it's so refreshing to see those familiar faces, you know. So Kim Fields had a little comic relief without the show, but I don't know, like, how do you guys feel about Molly and Andrew? Like, well, this episode made me like Andrew even more. Like, I feel like each episode I'm liking Andrew more and more, but overall I really just don't be feeling Molly and Andrew together. That's what it is. I feel like I like Andrew by himself, but I don't like Molly and Andrew together. So they go to Mexico to see his brother and his brother's girlfriend, wife. I don't know if they were married or not, but her name was, what's her name? Lydia. It was like Victor and Lydia, I think. And they go to Mexico for like a vacation, which reminds us that we're in fucking quarantine and we're not gonna be having no vacations no time soon, because I wanted to go on one. But anyway, the vacation seemed like it was really cute. They had a good time, but let's dive into the juicy parts of this, because Molly was tripping, big tripping. So on the plane, first off, Molly kills the fashion game, okay? Molly is always put together. She had on her off-white. She had on her Christian Dior purse. She came into the hotel speaking Spanish, looking real bilingual with her curly hair, looking like a mommy. I was like, yes, if Molly don't do nothing, she looks great. She's always put together, and that's on period. On the plane, when Molly and Andrew was getting a little kinky, I already knew this episode was gonna be a lot. It told me that it was gonna be a lot. So when they check into the hotel, and then Molly, you know, talks to Andrew about how she was really feeling the plane action, I was just like, I'm just so happy for Molly at this point, because sis was desperate to find a man, and I'm just so happy that she's happy and she has a man. And so when they were having sex on the balcony, and she was like, yeah, I like the risk of getting caught, whatever, they having sex, I was just like, they was really humping and bumping to the Spanish music. Like, I was dying. First of all, it was just so cringy. Like, I don't know why Insecure sex scenes are so cringy, but he was really like, come on, se dice, come on, se dice, come on, se dice, come on, se dice. I was like, oh my god, this is so funny. Is anybody else laughing? Because I thought it was funny. So the next scene, Andrew gets a call from Nathan, and basically Nathan had a problem at their house or whatever, and so you can hear Issa in the background. So my first thought, y'all already know, team, we love Nathan. we like toxic Nathan for whatever reason. I was like, oh my god, Issa and Nathan are still hanging out. And Molly just came over here hating like she normally do. Negative Molly came over here being real negative, you know. And she was just like, look at Issa, she's back with Nathan, blah blah blah. And then I just love how Andrew was like, you know, I'm glad that they're hanging out, and you know, even though he went ghost on on Issa last time, it's because he had mental issues. This episode definitely touched on a lot of mental health things, which I really liked. And so she was like, what type of issues? Girl, just like, if people have mental health issues, they don't gotta tell you what it is to the extent. You just need to know, like, sometimes people deserve grace. And Molly think her shit don't stink, so she think that everybody else is beneath her, which is why she always got issues coming up. So I really thought that Andrew was like, he had issues. I don't know what they were, because first of all, it's none of your business, and even if he did know, he don't gotta tell you. But this is why Molly should have never stopped Nathan from coming to Issa's house with the flowers that day, because he was going through something. And even though of course going ghost is never the answer, you can say like, hey, I'm going through something, I'll talk to you later when I can. But I mean, it is fucked up. I'm not gonna say it wasn't fucked up. It was fucked up that he went ghost on Issa for sure, but it was never Molly's place to be like, yes sis, I'm gonna handle this for you. Nathan, you ain't shit, you can't talk to my friend, go. Because you don't know what he had to say, you don't know what was going on. And then she starts to feel a little sorry, like, oh. And that's why I think that her and Andrew may be good for each other, even though I don't like them together, because Andrew always puts things in perspective for Molly and makes her come down off her throne a little bit, and just makes her more human. Because she needs that in her life, because this is all the way. So then they started to get freaky again, and Molly was like, oh yeah, you about to get all this, you better eat this ass. And I was just like, I'm glad that they're talking about ass eating in 2020 on Insecure, because a lot of dudes on Twitter be capping, saying that they don't, when we know they do. Because all the girls on Twitter getting ass ate, but y'all ain't eating ass. The math ain't mathin'. The math ain't mathin'. So thank you, Issa, for pointing that out. Because so the big scene in this episode was when Molly tripped out about the towel situation at the resort. So the whole thing was that she went to go get a towel for Andrew's brother's girlfriend, and then I guess the people before her in line got their towel without their pool key. I didn't even see that coming, so I wasn't even paying attention. But then when she asked for the pool key from Molly, she was saying, Molly was basically like, you didn't ask them for a pool key, you being racist, pretty much. And then she got loud with the girl and was like, you know, why I need to do this is because I'm black, blah 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 blah. And the lady was like, I'm gonna call my manager because you tripping, pretty much. And then Andrew's brother comes and says, hey, she's with me, here's the room key, gives her the towel, she walks off. So let's diagnose this part right here. Okay, first off, I think that she took this situation from 0 to 100 real quick. I don't think it was necessary, in my opinion, but let me tell you, if you don't know me, you need to watch my channel. You need to watch my channel, okay? First off, right here, I want you to comment down below and say, what did you think about the situation? Do you think that the lady was being racist, or do you think Molly over exaggerated the situation? Do you think Molly overreacted? Let me know in the comments down below. So do that first. So I think that she took this situation from 0 to 100 too quick. I think that a lot of black people in 2020 are quick to pull the racist card. Not saying that the lady may have not been racist, but I just think that there's a way to go about things, and there's a time and place for everything. And that wasn't the time and place to go from 0 to 100. It's a luxury resort, you know, people are relaxing, and I just don't think it was that worth it. I think that people have to pick their battles, and people need to learn how to communicate, and that's Molly's biggest issue. She doesn't know how to communicate, and she didn't pick her battles wisely, and that was not a big battle to fight. She could have just turned around, went to go find the room key, and you know, went. Or she could have been like, hey, my friend is having an emergency right now, her eyes burning, can you please give me the towel, then I'll come back and show you, or something like that. But because she wasn't working with the lady couldn't really work with her. Because if you really, you know, talking like this, I'm not gonna work with you. So I feel like the situation just could have been handled differently. I feel like Molly just really pulled the racism card out a little too fast. If maybe she would have kept going and the lady would have said something, we could have got some more insight. But I feel like she just took it from 0 to 100 too quick, and I just really didn't agree with that. Let me know in the comments down below, do you think I don't know, I just think that it was too much. So when Molly gets back to the pool, she brings up the situation and says basically like, hey, the lady was being racist and she was, you know, she wouldn't give me the towel. And the girlfriend was kind of like, yeah, girl, like that's really messed up, you know, blah, 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 blah. But devil's advocate over here was like, hey, maybe she wasn't being racist. Maybe she was just doing her job, which I feel like was the case. Because I'm like, did Molly even see them talk long enough for her to know that she didn't ask for the card, you know? So he's playing devil's advocate. That was his line, devil's advocate. And he was just like, you know, what if she was just doing her job? What if she would have got in trouble? And, you know, and a lot of key lines were made in this. So let me go to my notes. So I had some quotes that they said in the show that I felt were really good. So let me just go to my notes. So the brother's girlfriend was like, this is what white people want. They want to divide us. So I thought that was so funny because like that's really what it be seeming like sometimes. It's like white people, they just want us to fight. They just want us to go crazy and they be the ones looking civilized, you know. So I really agree with her and I thought that was funny. Andrew's brother was like, you know, you shouldn't give it that much power, which that is how I feel. I feel like as black people, we give a lot of people our power too easily, and you know, we act up, we yell, we scream racism, we scream this, we that, and it's like sometimes in some situations it's just not worth it. Like, just let me just turn around, because I just feel like I don't want to fight those battles all the time. Like, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I just feel like, dang, I'm tired of like, you know, just being an angry black woman. And I feel like Molly was being an angry black woman in the situation, and I don't want that for Molly, you know. So that's just how I felt. Like, I feel like you can't give everything so much power, and I feel like Andrew's brother was right in the situation. And Molly said, y'all only say y'all are people of color when it matters. That's a big thing too, because we all know, especially during this time, that people of Asian descent aren't, you know, pro black people. Like, black people are on their own island, and it's really black people versus everybody at all times. So we can't really side with other races or people of color or minorities, like, because we're not one and the same. So I definitely agree with Molly in this situation as well. So what I liked what Andrew did here was Andrew was trying to be very supportive of Molly by trying to de-escalate the situation and trying to check his brother and all this stuff. But then Molly, again, you know, being who she is, tripping, was like, you know, oh, she just talking about Asian people and how, you know, I think that's when she said that line that y'all and people of color, when y'all, you know, think it's convenient or whatever. Andrew was like, what? I don't think like that. And I was like, oh girl, you really fucking it up right here. You doing too much. You doing too much, you know. This is why it's kind of hard today outside the race, because everybody in that race don't get you. And she was like, you're different. But it's like, is he different? You know, because this is his brother and like they're from the same family. Like, not saying people can't be different, but interracial relationships are a little sticky. I ain't never experienced one. Let me know if you've been in an interracial relationship. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think that your partner really understood you 100% of the time, all the time? Because situations like this get real messy, and I feel like Andrew could have broke up with Molly right here. Because listen, Molly told Andrew's brother, fuck you and check your brother. Look, if somebody say fuck you to my sister, you packing your bags, you out of this hotel room. It's about to be like Bad Girls Club and I'm packing up all your shit and you're leaving. I don't care what happened. Molly was out of line for that, and that is what's wrong with her. She needs to learn how to communicate. She's bad at communicating, and she goes from 0 to 100, and she's an angry black woman, and I want her to fix that, period. And while this whole situation's happened, the biggest thing I just thought of was like when Issa said, when you fuck things up between you and Andrew, it's not gonna be because of me, it's gonna be because of you. And I was like, this is that moment. She's messing it up because of her. So at the end of the episode, Molly calls her therapist and she's like, I want to schedule an appointment. And I was just like, thank you. Like, you need therapy, you need to talk to somebody because you got a lot of issues going on, sis. So I was just so happy she did that, and I can't wait to see her therapy sessions in the future, because she has been holding on to a lot of things, and she really got that angry black woman thing going on real tough, and I just want her to figure it out, because maybe then she won't be so irritating. So when Molly and Andrew get back to the airport, she sees Lawrence, and I'm just wondering, why was she so pressed to talk to Lawrence? Like, you don't even like Lawrence. And then like the thing was, Lawrence didn't even see Molly. he was walking in a whole nother direction, and she was just so pressed to talk to him. And I'm just like, why? Like, can y'all put in the comments down below, like, why do you think that Molly was so pressed to talk to Lawrence? I just think she loves being messy and being in everybody's business. That's just what I think. I don't think it's nothing significant. I think that she just messy and want to be in people's business for no reason, even though she's not even cool with Issa. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments down below. So they had this stupid ass conversation, but I did like, it was so funny when she was like, you got it, dude. I was like, Full House. Did y'all watch Full House? Because I used to love Full House back in the day when I was a kid. My boyfriend was like, he didn't watch it, but me and my sister was obsessed with it, so hey. And so at the end, we see that Lawrence is calling Issa, well, who we think is supposed to be Issa, and he's like, yeah, I've been thinking about you. Let's go get a drink. I was like, he's talking to Issa, he's not talking to Condola. Who do y'all think he was calling? I mean, in the preview of the next episode, we see them getting a drink together and at a bar, so I feel like it's most likely Issa. But if you think it's somebody else, because you know they may be switching it up on us, who do y'all think it was? In the comments down below, let me know. So just to close out this episode, I'm going to leave a question like I always do, and I'm going to ask you, do you think that Molly may have created a rift in her relationship with Andrew? Because I really feel like this vacation really definitely showed Andrew that Molly is just a little too much. Like, you have the incident with Issa, then you have the incident with his brother, and it's going to be incident after incident, and I just feel like he's not going to be as patient as he is. He's really trying to work with Molly, he's really trying to be patient, he's really trying to love her, but I feel like she's just being a lot, and I feel like he's going to get tired of that eventually. But what do you think? Do you think that Molly and Andrew are going to be sticking together, or do you think that she may be a little too much for Andrew? Also, let me know, what do you think about this episode? I feel like this episode was better than last week. It gave us a little bit more action. So let me know what you think down in the comments down below. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Posse out.